Welcome back to my channel where I share about food, fitness, and my faith. But today I'm gonna share a recipe, which is a gyro I'm making out of oyster mushrooms. Make a little sandwich out of oyster mushrooms, a gyro meat style, with some cucumbers, uh, tomatoes, cucumbers, and a micro cilantro as the lettuce. I'm gonna try a little something different. Then I'm gonna make my white sauce out of plain vegan yogurt with some dill, of course, with some garlic and stuff like that. And I might add a little avocado. So that's the recipe for today. It's some gyro meat, Mediterranean gyro meat, whatever they call it, right? And I'm gonna saute this with just a little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of butter. Let me get this butter real quick. All right, this is the butter, the Mayoki's butter. I talked about this butter many times. To me, this is the best vegan butter that I use with oyster mushrooms. I do have a little oil in it, so I'm gonna cook it with butter and a little bit of vegan butter and a little bit of olive oil, right? So I'm gonna saute it. Then I'm gonna season it with just salt and pepper, make it real simple and easy. Then I'm gonna whip up my my white sauce, and let's get to it. So I just break it up real easy because I still want it in a chunky way. As I let it saute with the olive oil for about 6 minutes. Now after like 6 to 7 minutes, I'm gonna add a little bit more butter to saute it more so it don't get too dry. But the butter is gonna kick in the flavor. And after the butter, I'm gonna add a little salt and pepper. And this gonna make it a lot more crispier and cook it down a little bit more. But just with the butter alone, I could have done it just with strictly butter and no oil. But sometimes, it takes a while. I don't want to keep adding butter and butter and butter. But this is a simple way how I make my mushrooms for any cuisine dish. Salt, pepper, and olive oil or butter. And of course I use plant-based butter. But any butter with mushrooms, man, it's a go. All right, now I'm gonna make this white sauce. Yogurt. I'm gonna do about 1 cup. 1 cup. Oh. Just like that. Maybe a little more. So after this yogurt, remember, this is not cooking, it's just heating up, right? So I'm good with that. Now, get this trash out the way. Oh, no, I need that. Oh, there you go. A little bit of lemon. Just a little bit. Bam! That's it. Garlic. I'm going to shred it. Or grate it. I'm sorry. I'm going to grate it. I'm going to grate it into it. And if I have a grater, there we go. I thought I had something better than this. Need a better grater than this. Oh, there we go. There goes my grater. All right, just like that. I'm gonna do about 2 garlics. I want a little garlicky. After the garlic, I'm gonna add fresh dill, chop it up. Maybe like, I don't know. I'm gonna eyeball the dill, right? I'm gonna eyeball the dill. I'm gonna eyeball the dill and the salt and pepper for taste. Just like this. Leave it right there. Look at this. Wow. Best mushrooms ever. I'm telling you. So the dill, it's always making with the white sauce. You could do it with dry dill, but I like it fresh. I want that strong, fresh herb dill taste, right? I like the smell of it. Maybe put a little more. Always herbs is better when it's fresh, right? I think so. So just like that, I'm gonna chop it. Now I'm gonna eyeball the salt and pepper. A little more salt and pepper. Now I'm gonna whisk it. So I'll taste it, but then I gotta let my wife taste it as well before it's a go. All right. Let me pinky taste it. A little more salt. A little more salt, a little more dill. And I'm using Himalaya salt. And then after I make this sauce, then I start warming up the pita bread. So what I'm gonna do right now, before I do the food tasting, I'm gonna make my wife a sandwich or a gyro sandwich with the pita bread. I won't eat it yet. I'm gonna work out at the moment. I'm gonna get my workout in and get a little tan maybe, or go in the steam room, and then I'm gonna eat my sandwich. I'm gonna work out hard for it. Because I already did a small workout this morning, but I feel like I need to do another one. I want to add a little weights to it, a little cardio. There goes the sauce. Now let's get this pita bread heat up. All right, so while that's cooking, I'm gonna miso plow these tomatoes. Tomato and cucumber. Like I said, with gyro sandwiches with the pita, they usually do like a romaine lettuce, but I'm gonna try it with some cilantro, micro cilantro. Been having it in the fridge for a couple days, and I want to use it before it goes bad, And if it's not good with it, then I'll use some romaine lettuce on the next one. So after I miso plow these tomatoes and cucumber, then I'll work on my white sauce. If you haven't had gyro meat, you should try it out. But this is the mushroom gyro style. So I didn't add the butter yet. I'm gonna cook it a little bit, then I'm gonna add the butter. So I'm sauteing it a little bit with just olive oil. I didn't add no salt and pepper yet. Just like that. Yeah, I seen this. I've been for a couple days. I've been wanting some gyro, some mushroom gyro. So since I have a lot of mushrooms, I wanted to make it, and it's very simple. Like I said, It's very, very simple. It's just tomato, cucumber, mushroom, and lettuce. But I'm gonna try it with the cilantro. Oh, I might add a little avocado. I might add a little avocado with it. And cucumber, right? And then you make the white sauce. The white sauce is gonna be kicker with that with the gyro sandwich, which I make with the plain yogurt, dill, garlic. I'll explain it. How should I do this? Half moon, half moon. Doesn't matter how you cut your cucumber. You can do a half moon, you can dice it. You could leave it in quarters, however you want. Chopped. So put a little oil, just not that much, not too much oil, right? You just want a little bit. Grab this pita bread. Now we're gonna heat up the pita bread. We're gonna try to make it a little bit brown. Heat up the bread a little bit. And here you go. Look, it's ready. Look at that gyro meat. Oh my gosh. Now you got the cilantro, the white sauce. That's the kicker. Very simple, very healthy. This is the banger right here. Gyro. Mushroom gyro, plant-based style. And all we need next is this. See? Now it's getting toasted. All right, look how toasted that is, right? Ooh, that's a pita bread. You want it real toasty. Now I'm gonna put the white sauce on the bottom. Just like that. I'm gonna smear it so she tastes it on the bottom and on the top. Just like that. Now I'm gonna add the gyro. Add this gyro. Just like this. Look at this gyro. Mushroom gyro. After that, I'm gonna add the microgreens. Look at this, the microgreens. So it's a little bit more different than your authentic gyro because they use romaine lettuce. Now I'm gonna add this, some cucumbers. A little bit more cucumbers. One slice. Add some tomatoes, some diced up tomatoes. Remember the avocado. Add a little bit of avocado. Just like that. Then I'm gonna add the sauce again. Just like that. Look at that. That's a banger right there. See? This is a gyro. Look at that. First, my wife's gonna eat this. I'm gonna work out and I'm gonna give you a food taste. As my food is ready, I get into a 45-minute workout. I do about 500 push-ups, but I superset my routine with pull-ups, dips, and I think I only recorded the body weight part, but I did about 500 push-ups. I did 75 behind the neck pull-ups, about 100 dips, and I did about 4 sets of cable flies. Just a little machine since nobody was on it, so I wanted to put that in the end of my workout. Then I superset my fly cable with some rear delts, dumbbell rear delts. All right, so let's taste it. I'm back from my workout, and let's test this gyro. Well deserved. That sauce is on point. Like I said, the sauce was gonna be the banger. I give this gyro a 10 plus. I hope you like this video. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and I'll share the recipes in the bottom. Like I said, it's very simple. It's a mushroom gyro with simple whole foods like tomatoes, cucumber, herb, which is dill, and a pita bread. And that's it. See you in the next video.